All right, so third time's a charm. Welcome back. It's 2025. It's January 4th. It's Saturday. This is my new planner. I ordered this during the Black Friday sale from Avalon and Ninth. It's the academic planner. I love this planner. It works well for my ADHD brain to see things going down and across. Like, it just is perfect for me. And it gives me my categories to keep everything separate. So it's just fantastic. So I'm going to set this up as far as just the tabs. I'm going to put this off. I got a print. I'm going to do my name in vinyl, probably in black. And then I always have these two items in my planner. This has been moving around with me for quite some time. I don't even know how many times how many planners this has been in, or this one. They're both jellied. It's from Shameless. This one is the pocket, and this is a birthday card that Kelly made for me, I don't know, in 2021 or 22 or something. I don't know. So I put this in the month that I'm in. So that, like, the week or whatever, so that I know where I'm at. But anyways, so yeah, so I'm going to be filming the week that we're in. It has literally taken me all week to do this. If you guys didn't know, so Elvis passed away on Monday. Shit. Okay. I can't be all shaky hands while doing this. And so it has just been a really hard week around here, and I've just been staying busy by working, and I just could not bring myself to film yet. And apparently I'm still gonna cry, so, you know, it is what it is. But, so, the show must go on, right? I wish that I could just lock myself up in the bedroom and not come out for a month of Sundays, but that's just not how it goes. It has really been a weird week around here. So he has been doing so well with his knees and everything. We've just been like, I mean, it's been crazy good. And then a week before Christmas, we think he had a stroke. He was not himself. He was kind of just restless and panting, and he'd be drooling, and he just didn't seem like himself. And then Saturday morning, which was like the 14th, I think, or the 13th, whatever that Saturday was in December, he threw up everywhere, and it was like weird stuff in his throw up, and he hadn't eaten anything. So that's when we took him to the emergency vet, and they couldn't really tell us what was wrong, and it was frustrating. And they gave us a bunch of meds because they thought it was like reaction to, because he was on carprofen for so many years, which is like a extra, like supermax ibuprofen. And just like humans, you can't take ibuprofen every single day for years and years and years. It's gonna mess up your kidneys. And so they were worried about that. And then we saw our regular, I gotta set up my monthly, but I have to print all that stuff out. So, and so they were worried about that. Where is there, I was trying to use some of these numbers so then I don't have to, put them in my book. So then we saw, so that was Saturday, and on Monday we went and saw our regular vet, and she wanted to, like, she looked at all their blood work that they did, and she was waiting on them to send over the x-rays, and she was like, I'm not, and like, she did some tests. She was like, you know, because he was flinching when we were going to pet him, which was really weird. It was like he was scared. So, but they put him on an antibiotic from the emergency vet, and she was like, well, let's give that time to work to see what's going on, because maybe it is you know, a UTI or whatever. Let's just see. And so I was like, okay, well, we think because Russ and I thought he had a stroke or something, and then we think he had another stroke at some point, and he was getting worse, where he was just pacing the whole house, and he was peeing in the house, and he was pooping in the house, and which, because it was like he couldn't figure out how to use the dog door, which was really weird, and he would get stuck in a room, and we would walk in, and he would just be staring at the wall like he didn't know where he was, and he was like, so he was pacing the whole house, and if he went outside, he was like walking in circles, and we were like, crap. And so we were going to schedule an appointment with a neurologist without high hopes or anything, but the neurologist is our vet's husband, and he's been involved in Elvis's life, his whole life, because he's the one who, like, initially diagnosed his discal spondylitis, and I mean, he's just very involved in Elvis's care also. So we were like, well, let's go see him. I mean, knowing that he was probably going to want to do an MRI, and we didn't have the money for that. And well, then Sunday, the 29th, he had a major seizure, and like his eyes rolled out back in his head, and he threw up everywhere, and he fell, and he was kind of limp. And Monday we called the vet, and so we just had to help him cross, because it wasn't a life that he needed to live, because he was so rambunctious, and you know, he was such a dick to his brothers and stuff, and he was just a shell of a dog from what he was, and it was unfair, because I didn't want him to have any more seizures and be suffering. So and so we said goodbye on Monday, and I think with Sadie it was hard, but it was a little easy, because she was like, we knew she had the tumors, and she was having trouble sleeping, and she was having trouble eating, and so it was, I mean, well, I know Elvis wasn't what he was. It just came on so fast and so quick, and so sudden. So it was just, even though our vet said him having the seizure was his way of kind of saying, look, this is not my life anymore. It's time for me to go. It still is hard, because with Zoe, we saw the x-rays, and she had this giant tumor pressing up on her lungs, and she wasn't eating or drinking. And with Daisy, Daisy was so old. She was 16, and she stopped eating and stuff. So it's like those things you can see. And Zoe was 10, and Sadie was like 11 or 12. Nobody really knows, because she was a street thug. But Elvis was 8, and even though they didn't think he would live very long because of all of his medical issues, they originally didn't even think he'd live past 5 or so, and his sister died like a month after like a month after we rescued Elvis. She passed away from a lot of the same medical issues. So the fact that Elvis made it until 8 really is like a miracle. Like, it just happened so suddenly, you know? And I'm glad I went to my sister's and stuff. I mean, I guess not really, because I ended up catching the flu, so that's another story. And I got to see my best friend Sarah for the first time in 2 years. She lives in New Orleans. The last time I was there was October of 2 years ago, when she had surgery, and I flew out there to help take care of her. and the kids. So, because her husband was working and stuff, it was just one of those things that I wish I would have stayed, but I don't know. So I'm just having a really hard time. A really hard time with it. More than any other dog, I think. I mean, Daisy was really hard because she was the first. She was my first baby. And I had her for 16 years. So, like, that was really hard. But with Zoe and Sadie, it was hard, but not, like, I was at peace more. And I just am not at peace with this for some reason. So, I don't know. But Keebler and Willis are definitely keeping me on my toes. I think they're okay because I was such a dick to them. He was such a dick. Willis had to get stitches I don't know how many times because of him, because Elvis was bitten him. And he was always attacking Keebler, like, not with teeth, but just, like, trying to show him he was alpha. And so, it was just the thing of, like, I think they are like, hell yeah, it's a celebration. Because they don't have to worry about him being such a jerk all the time. So, but it's so weird. We haven't had just two dogs. So when we moved into this house, we had just Elvis because Sadie had passed right before we moved in. She had passed in like August. And we moved into this house in October. My hands are shaking. All right, I'm going to get this right. Sorry. So, and we rescued Sadie in October, the same month we moved in here. And then in November, we got Willis. So, and that was in 2017. So we had two dogs for a year at our old house. That was Elvis and Zoe. And then we immediately just moved into 3. And then in 2019, we got Keebler. So that was like March of 2019, I think. So it's just like, we've had so many dogs for so many years, and now just to have 2 again, it's very weird. And of course, I opened up Instagram on Monday after we got home, so I could just like doom scroll. And there is one of the local rescues here that I share on Fridays. They do Final Fridays or something, because it's Final Victory Rescue or something, where the dogs that have been adopted, they showcase how they're doing in their new homes. It's so cute. So, they had gotten a baby pig in that was available for adoption, which is not what I'm going for. But they had a bunch of pictures, so I started scrolling, and there was this chocolate lab, or it was a lab pit mix like Elvis. It was brown though, and it was a female, and her name was Priscilla. And I was like, oh my goodness. But we all need a break around here. As much as I would love to rescue a Priscilla to Elvis, we kind of need a break. I just need to breathe for a while. So, I need my heart to be in the right place. And our wallets. So, because Elvis had so many medical issues over the years. The free foster fail. I mean, we're talking tens and thousands of dollars. I mean, there was a point, the first year of his life, we were at the vet, every single month, like twice a month, and our bills were like $600 or $700 every time we went. So it definitely, we need to breathe, you know. This came in with my planner because I ordered during the Black Friday sale. That sticker, 2025, be on your best behavior, you got it. At least Elvis was like, look, I'm going to make 2024 bad. I won't go into 2025 ruining it. Oh, these are pretty. These are the $15 freebies. I really like these. Maybe I'll use this in the monthly. We'll see. I don't know. Okay. All right, I'm breathing deep breaths. I got the door shut because the boys are downstairs and they're just like wreaking havoc. Because our neighbors are out. They were, I don't know where they were. They taken their RV somewhere. They just got home and they were putting stuff away or whatever. So the boys were out there barking. And then running amok through the house. So. Look, I got the perfect sticker to go with this too, guys. Where's it at? Him giving the finger. Like, if I don't know what's more perfect. Oh, here. Oops. Anyways, so there we go. I got his little face right here too. We're just gonna litter him through my whole spread. So anyways, yeah, so I went down to my sister's. I was supposed to leave on Sunday, but I was so behind on orders, so I got them all done, and I actually left on Wednesday, and hung out with my sister Thursday, Friday, Saturday, saw my parents on Thursday. Saturday, my mom was sick, but she like had some kind of like head cold or whatever. And so she wasn't feeling that great, so she didn't go to church on Saturday. So it was just my dad, my sister, and my nephew and I all went to church on Saturday. And so my dad, you know, like during, if you're not familiar with the Catholic Mass, we say the Our Father, and we hold hands when we do it, and when we like dropped our hands, he said, if you have hand sanitizer, you might want to use it. And he's like, I'm feeling germy, and I was like, uh-oh. So we what was I gonna say? So crap, I'm gonna get my shit together, guys, I promise. I mean, I'm not, but we know. So then so Sunday, I went over to my parents' house because my mom was feeling better. My dad was in the bed all day, but we were going over to my grandma's house so I could see her and to finish up some stuff. My mom needed to help her finish up some stuff for Christmas. My grandmother has dementia really bad. And so my mom was over there trying to help her make sure she had presents for all the grandkids and the great-grandkids and blah, blah, blah. So I was over there and I was hanging out with my grandpa and stuff. And my dad didn't go because he felt so bad he couldn't get out of bed, which is not like my dad at all. So then, so we came home from my grandparents, and my sister and my nephew came home, and I was like, I don't really feel that great. Like, I felt kind of like my throat's hurting a little bit. And so my mom was like, uh-oh. And I was like, no, it's fine. I was like, it's probably just from talking so much to Grandpa. Like, I'm sure it's just like, a little head sinus cold thingy. Similar to what my mom had. Well, I woke up Monday and I felt like shit. But I was seeing my best friend Sarah for the first time. And so I was like, crap, I have got to feel better. And we're gonna do this. And so, no, I don't like that. Besides, we're going over to Thomas and Selena. We went over to Thomas and Selena's on Monday, so I need to. That's okay. I can still do this. And so, what was I gonna say? Shoot. And so I pumped myself full of some meds, and I was like, okay, I can do this. I can do the little brunchy thing too. And so, like, Sarah and I went out to brunch, and we ordered a mimosa, and I did not finish it. Which should have been the first inkling that is my telltale sign when I start to get sick. If I don't feel good, I don't drink. I don't want to drink. Like, I don't want a beer. I don't want a glass of wine. Like, don't want a mimosa. I just want ginger ale or cherry Coke. Like, that is my telltale sign, is I want ginger or lots and lots and lots of water. So, like, spend time with Sarah, drop her off. I'm on the way back because I am taking strawberries over to Alden, because when I was with Sarah, he was like, hey, can you drop and get me some strawberries? It's for a science experiment. And I was like, huh? And he goes, I promise I'm not blowing anything up. And I was like, oh my gosh. So I'd picked up some strawberries when I was out with Sarah, because the brunch place was next to our grocery store. And I'd gone out, picked him up to take him over to, because he was watching a friend's dog let him out, and it was really cold. I didn't want him riding his bike, and I said, but I know I said I'd stay and wait, but I don't feel good. And I was like, I said, can I just drop you off? And like, your mom is on her way home from work. She's going to pick you up. And he was like, yeah, definitely. So I walked into my mom's house, and I was like, I feel horrible. And she was like, uh-oh. And immediately, like, I was shivering, and she took my temperature. I was running 103 fever. So I went to bed, and it turns out my dad and I both had the flu. She had a head cold. Russ had the stomach bug. I came home early on December 26th. And then all of that with Elvis happened on Monday. Today is actually the first day that I feel semi-normal. And really, I'm still, like, tired and worn down. So, you know, it's just, ugh, blah. Anyways, it's just blah. That's all I'm saying. But I will, I have done some retail shopping to make myself feel better. So there's that. I have gotten some orders and stuff done. I dropped off a batch today when we ran out to run errands. So I did drop a bunch of orders off there. So yeah. My nose is running. That is something that I can't. Where do I want to put this? Where did I put it? Right here. That's the. I don't know why I feel like I need to make it even across. All right. I'm not doing anything in the shop this day either. So I decided that I was gonna definitely take every Sunday off. So I can have one day with Russ. One day. I'll move this up some. Y'all can see what a mess my desk is. One day where I don't come up here at all, take a break, do some housework, all that good stuff. Tomorrow we're actually celebrating Christmas with his mom. Excuse me, because the day after Christmas, Russ also started 12 days. They go into shutdown mode. And so Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday were 12-hour days. Monday was supposed to be a 12-hour day. Of course, he didn't go in on Monday, or he went in for a couple hours and then came home when we went to the vet. But so we couldn't do it Sunday anyways. So this is the first day that we're able to do it. So we're going over to his mom's house on Sunday, tomorrow. So, okay. Today is this day, and we did. We were at a Lazy Creek, which they were so sweet. We walked in because we're friends with the owners on Facebook, and they were like, "Oh my gosh, we're so sorry about Elvis." And I was like, "Thanks." This is why I love shopping, you know, shopping local. I don't know what the change is on any of these. I don't think it matters. Oh wait, Walmart was 68. That's right. There we go. All right. We're not even going to talk about the stuff that I've been buying. We're just going to leave all of that. So, well, I did some last night, and I did some just a few minutes ago. Because something popped up on my Instagram. So, it's okay, though. You know what? I treat myself. It's only 27. All right, well, we're gonna be honest. So, I did that one today, but there's no room on that one. All right, so let's see here. Tomorrow is let me see here. Where did they? Oh, I'm missing the page that had the small boxes on it. What did I do with it, you guys? Ooh. Oh, nope, that's from another week. That's from another week. Yeah, crap. Oh, here we go. Because I need one of these. All right. And there we go. I've got RCIA at 9:30, and then all right. Oh, what time is it? Okay. All right. I finally figured out my paper problem too. I don't know. I was talking about it at one point, because it was so cold here, all the paper was curling, and it was curling in my printers, and so that's why I was so behind on orders too, because I was having the worst luck with my printers and cutters and everything, and then finally I got a dehumidifier up in here, and it has been amazing. It has been so amazing. Also, somebody sent us an edible arrangement and there was no card in it. And I'm hoping that whoever it is, I mean, if they didn't want to be known, I mean, I appreciate it so much. I also wish I could thank them. But yeah, I don't know. Who it is, but it was really good, and I am very appreciative. I got December 31st, and we got January 1st, and that is the first batch. Was what I was working on Thursday. And I'm really digging. So these are my little functional bundle, and every month I am going to change the color on these. The first two colors that I dropped were purple and black, and so I'm not quite sure what the color for January is going to be. Should probably figure that out. Oh, fuck it. Also, dropped the PG subscription. Added that for this year. So there is a PG version, and I'm gonna start bringing lots of PGs, sass to the shop, along with some faith-based items, and specifically some Catholic items. I'm gonna have I'm gonna do the holidays for the year, but I'm also gonna have the what is it? The holy days. So that's holy days of the year. So both of those are gonna be coming for new releases. I was gonna have them ready to go on the 1st with the pin drop and the PG sub, but that just didn't happen. So, because I hadn't expected to get the flu and hadn't expected that with Elvis. So, yeah. So, we're doing great. All right. Let's see here. All right. I just have my tweezers, so. Yeah, 2025. With this, everybody's getting it, though. Oh, my gosh. These, last of these really match well. I don't know what I used them for. They were just sitting on my desk, but, I'm really digging them. I'm trying to, this whole week has been kind of a fog between being not feeling great and Elvis. I'm trying to think of all the things that we have been doing. Mainly, I've just been locking myself up here and working. We did go to our friends Thomas and Selena's all day on Wednesday because we always do New Year's Day with them. And we do the traditional lunch and everything. And we go over there around 10, and then we eat lunch around 2 or so, and then come home. Russ and I are going to start a Marvel marathon with all of the movies, but first I wanted to watch Deadpool because that's my favorite. So we watched 1 and 2, and we're in the middle of watching 3. And then we're going to start the Marvel movies from the beginning because I have not seen. I've seen the one that has Baby Groot in it. Is that the Avengers or something? I've seen that one. And that's it. Like, and then of course Deadpool. And then I saw the movies with the Silver Surfer and stuff in it. I don't know. And the Stone Guy or whatever. I don't know if that is Marvel or not. I am not very up to date on all of that. So that's something that I want to do, is get up to date on that. That is not straight. Come to mama. There we go. That's better. Okay, I'm having a hard time concentrating, of course. So I'll show you what this finished like. As I've got to do this, I'm going to print out some pictures of Elvis to put right here. But I had like a checklist going for the whole week, so I need to go get that and look at it and then fill all this in some more. But I am going to make sure that I stay on top of my filming. December was a shit show. I did pretty good until after Black Friday, and then it all went downhill after that. So, but this is what I have. So I will show the finished one next week, and I'm going to set up my monthlies and get those done. So anyways, thanks for sticking around. Sorry for breaking down earlier. It's going to be a weird, hard new around here. So, but I'm going to finish with the orders that came in on the 1st. Also, get those done and start working on all the new stuff that is dropping on, not this Friday, it's the 3rd Friday. I think it's like the 17th. Because if this is the 10th, yeah, I think it's like the 17th is new releases. I wanted to do it on the 10th, but I'm just not going to be ready. So I'm not going to be ready because subs all renew, so I want to get those done and out before I put up new releases also. So I want to get that happening. But anyways, all right. Thanks, guys. I hope that this, you know what, this is what it was. So, all right. I will talk to you guys later.